The magic of English short stories for listening. Learning English can be an exciting journey and one delightful way to enhance language skills, especially for beginners, English Level 1, is through listening to short stories. These stories serve as an engaging tool to improve vocabulary, pronunciation, and comprehension in a fun and interactive manner. The joy of listening. At the foundation of English language learning, listening plays a crucial role. It's the gateway to understanding spoken words, expressions, and various accents. English short stories crafted for beginners are designed to be both entertaining and educational. They provide a comfortable space for learners to immerse themselves in the language naturally. Why short stories? Short stories are like bite-sized language treats. They're manageable, not overwhelming, and perfect for beginners. Each story introduces a manageable number of new words and sentence structures, making it easier for English learners to grasp and remember. It's a gradual progression that builds confidence. Choosing the right stories. For English Level 1 learners, it's essential to choose stories with simple vocabulary, short sentences, and clear pronunciation. Stories that revolve around everyday situations and relatable characters make the learning experience more enjoyable. Topics like family, friends, school, and daily activities provide a context that aids understanding. Benefits of English short stories for listening. Vocabulary. Expansion. Short stories introduce new words in a context that makes their meaning clear. This contextual learning helps in expanding the learner's vocabulary effortlessly. Improved pronunciation. Listening to native speakers in short stories assists in developing correct pronunciation. Beginners can mimic the pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation patterns of English speakers, enhancing their spoken language skills. Enhanced comprehension. Stories help learners understand how sentences are formed and how words come together to create meaning. The repetitive nature of storytelling aids in comprehension, reinforcing language patterns. Cultural understanding. Short stories often incorporate cultural elements, providing a glimpse into the English-speaking world. This exposure helps learners understand not just the language, but also the customs and traditions associated with it. Creating an engaging learning environment. To make the most of English short stories, learners can follow a few simple tips. Regular listening sessions. Consistency is key. Setting aside dedicated time for listening to short stories each day creates a routine, helping learners establish a habit. Repeat and replicate. Repetition is a powerful tool in language learning. Listening to the same story multiple times aids in memorization and reinforces language patterns. Learners can also try mimicking the pronunciation of the characters. Interactive learning. Engage with the story actively. Pause and repeat sentences, answer questions posed in the story, or even retell the story in your words. This interactive approach enhances understanding and retention. Use visual aids. Pairing the audio of a short story with visuals, such as subtitles or accompanying images, can provide additional context and support understanding. Examples of English short stories for listening. Level 1. My Pet Dog. A simple story about a child and their pet dog, introducing basic phrases like walk in the park and play fetch. A Day at School. This story follows a student's routine at school covering common phrases related to classrooms, teachers, and friends. My Family Picnic. An engaging tale about a family picnic incorporating vocabulary related to family members, food, and outdoor activities. Tom's Birthday Party. This story revolves around a birthday celebration, introducing phrases like blow out the candles and open presents. The Magic Unveiled, a beginner's success story. Consider the fictional journey of Lisa, a beginner at English Level 1. Initially hesitant and unsure about learning a new language, Lisa discovered the magic of English short stories for listening. She dedicated 15 minutes each day to immerse herself in these captivating tales. As Lisa progressed through various stories, she found herself effortlessly incorporating new words into her vocabulary. The repetition in the stories became a source of comfort, reinforcing language patterns that were starting to feel familiar. Lisa's pronunciation improved as she mimicked the characters, gaining confidence in her spoken English. The stories also opened a window into the English-speaking world, providing Lisa with cultural insights and making the language more relatable. Lisa's learning journey transformed from a daunting task to an enjoyable experience, all thanks to the simple yet powerful tool of English short stories for listening. Conclusion. In the realm of language learning, the enchanting world of English short stories for listening holds the key to unlocking the potential of beginners, English Level 1. These stories serve as bridges, connecting learners to the language in a way that is both effective and enjoyable. With the right stories, dedication, and a sprinkle of curiosity, every English learner can embark on a delightful journey towards language proficiency. Remember, the magic is in the stories, and the stories are waiting to be heard. Here's a more detailed overview of the top 10 English short stories for listening. The Gift of the Magi by O. Henry. This heartwarming story follows the struggles of a young couple, Jim and Della, as they strive to buy each other meaningful Christmas gifts. The twist ending beautifully captures the spirit of selfless love and sacrifice. The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. Narrated by a murderer, this psychological thriller delves into the intricate workings of a guilt-ridden mind. The tale unfolds as the narrator justifies their actions, while revealing the madness that accompanies their dark secret. The Necklace by Guy de Maupassant. A cautionary tale about the consequences of vanity, The Necklace revolves around Madame Loisel, a woman who borrows a stunning necklace to attend a high society event. The story explores the repercussions of her actions. The Lottery by Shirley Jackson. Set in an ordinary town, the lottery takes a shocking turn as the seemingly innocent annual tradition unfolds. Jackson's narrative explores the dangers of blindly following tradition and the dark side of human nature. The Monkey's Paw by W. W. Jacobs. This supernatural tale centers around the White family, who come into possession of a magical monkey's paw that grants 3 wishes. However, the wishes lead to unforeseen and tragic consequences, showcasing the theme of be careful what you wish for. The Most Dangerous Game by Richard Connell. A gripping story of survival. The Most Dangerous Game follows Rainsford, a hunter who becomes the hunted on a mysterious island. The narrative explores the boundaries between civilization and savagery. The Gift of Magpie by Emily Dickinson. Inspired by the renowned poet Emily Dickinson, this whimsical story explores the magic of words. The protagonist, Magpie, discovers the transformative power of storytelling and the ability of words to bring joy and wonder. The Cask of Amontillado by Edgar Allan Poe. Poe's chilling tale unfolds as the narrator seeks revenge against his unsuspecting enemy, Fortunato. The story takes a dark turn in the catacombs, revealing the narrator's sinister motives and the macabre outcome. The Lady or the Tiger by Frank R. Stockton. This unique narrative offers readers a choice in determining the ending. Set in a distant kingdom, the story involves a princess, her lover, and a crucial decision between two doors. The ambiguity encourages listeners to contemplate their preferred resolution. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving. Set in the Dutch settlement of Tarrytown, this classic story follows the superstitious schoolteacher Ichabod Crane. The tale introduces the legendary Headless Horseman and weaves a narrative full of humor, suspense, and the supernatural. These short stories encompass a variety of themes, from love and sacrifice to suspense and supernatural elements. They provide rich listening material for English learners, allowing for an immersive language experience across different genres.